Well, yeah, they are vermin technically, aren't they? Anyway, I must get back to work. I'll see you later. Still not got anything in that shed, have you? It's alright. Hello everybody. And welcome back to Oakbridge. Brilliant job we're putting that there. We're in August. It's 6 in the evening. One of them's back on. The builders have taken down our other shed for now, and they've been bringing in some big prefabricated concrete for building our new silage clamp. I didn't particularly ask them how long it would take them to do that, which I should have, because I was hoping to be chopping a bit of corn soon. Anywho, contracts that are needed to be done. We've got so much harvesting contracts, some big money makers on here, and we're gonna need to lease some equipment as well. So let's have a got any open. Oh, there's 12 grand in. These two are in progress, so we can take one. Right. Peas, no. Oat, we can do. Carrots, sorghum. So we've got 3 then. That one's up there. That one's there. And that one is there. So for tonight, let's do the one, that one. Accepts contract. This is going to take me a long time to do. We're going to want some bigger equipment. So is there any old large tractors for carting about? No. Medium then. I suppose 225s. That would be quite nice. I'm going to be looking. What about that? Should we go with the starter, actually? We don't need any fancy bits on it, do we? Want the biggest engine? Ooh, yeah. Maybe not the biggest engine. We'll need the biggest engine. That's quite a big jump, isn't it? No. Flappy, always with a flappy. No front loader. Releasing it, so we don't want that. That's going to cost us Oh dear. Trailer. Now we could, will it fit? We could give one of them a go. That's not a bad shout, but what about something like that? Let's add up to 21 for... Let's give that, we know these are good. It depends on the height. So let's give this a go. That's a big change. Auger wagon it? We don't need the auger wagon. How much does that add? 3 grand. Good to know, but also not really needed. That's a grand. It's not too bad actually, 21,000 litres for a grand to lease. And then I think we should go, there's a class that's fairly modern. Is it the Dominator? Oh, there's a New Holland. That's 5.6. That's 7.5. That's your boy, isn't it? Oh no. 3,600. With that we will also require both of these. All right, we are ready to rock with some equipment. So I better go down the shop and get it, and then I shall come back to you once I've moved everything into position. I'll tell you what, I like this. This is rather nice. I think we can go this way. If one of these come up in a sale, I would be incredibly tempted. Not that the massey isn't good and probably suitable for what we need at the minute, but if you're picking this up cheap enough, then hello. Nice little sound to it as well. I don't need that. I do need that. Oh, we've got a contract finished. I've just realised I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Yes, I have. So I thought I'd drive this down to start with, to give a bit of an idea of this. Then I can set a worker off on this. Could set that other contract on there, couldn't I? Could do. Don't have to, but could do. But it is 7:15, so when it gets dark I won't record any more that's happening. Because it's just too dark to record it basically, but potentially I'll be working through the night. That is a possibility. Depends on where we're at. I might be tempted. I mean, these 3 massive fields would take quite a while. My theory is if I've got 2 trailers, then once one trailer's full while I'm delivering the other one, I've got the other as a backup to come over to whilst one is dropped off at the delivery point. That's where my idea is going at. So we'll end up, I'm driving this up because we'll have two workers harvesting and me on carting. Very quiet inside the cab. Fairly quiet outside as well, to be fair. It's nice though, I do quite like this. Whee! Oh. Not that. It looks like it's pretty good size for this map actually, this harvester. I mean, obviously once you get out into the field it's going to be quite daunting because it's not very big, but just put that speed sign there. Let me jump out. I don't know. What am I stuck on? Bloody sign. Bloody signs. God damn it. Shouldn't have gone that way at all. So, plan, action, action, plan. Start this one off on a worker. They'll do the headlands to begin with. Then I'll bring in I better bring the styre up. Then I'll have to go back, get the Massey, bring that up and start that working on the up and downs, and then go and get the other tractor and trailer over. I think I've done this field before ages ago. This one's going to need unloading as well. Unfolding. I think we're about there. Yep. Nice, nice, and nice. Just weave that past that. just slightly in the way. Bit of a risky bit moment there. So AI work. Start with headland, yeah. She's not happy with that. She says, no, you've done that wrong. I'm going to start there. And I say, do what you want. Right. I'll go and get some more bits. See you shortly. Oh no, hold on, let's get that in, 16 grand. I don't think it's worth, we got till the end of the thing. I'm not going to take any more contracts until we've got them finished. There may be a point where I'll split harvesters on the, because they're both over that far end of the map over there. So I might split them towards the end. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a go. Let me go and get the rest of the equipment. Blimey, Charlie. I've just had a thing. I've got the other tractor and trailer over there, and I've got the Massey up and running. I've just had a notification saying that something's got a full tank already. And the light is just going down over us. I need to get there as quick as possible on the old Steyr. Nice, this is quite modern for, I think it's quite modern. I'll have to check. It's got a cassette player in it though, so maybe not that modern. It looks quite modern though. It's rather sleek. Quite a nice tractor. But again, the thing is with the horsepower and that, we're not at the point where we need necessarily a new tractor. I mean, at the minute there's a hell of a lot of work going on, but they trade around that entry beautifully. Yeah, we're not exactly at a point where we'll be crying out for it. Busy at the minute, but then there are other parts of the year where we, June and July, where we're twiddling our thumbs, weren't we? Okie dokie. Right, who's flashing their lights and wants some assistance? Gonna have to drive into the crop at some point, aren't we? There's a little tractor over there. Oh. Who's who? Where's the other? Where's the class? He's not full already, he's only gone. She's only gone. Oh, there. Hello! There we are. Ba-dum-dum-dum. With the light on, this looks like it's just a bit of chipboard that's been bolted to the top, and that gives you a lot more there we go. It gives you a lot more capacity. What's the Massey doing? They're meant to be going up and downs. You're going to cause a problem, aren't you? You're not doing up and downs. Alright. Get you stopped. How's that? That's brilliant. That's work. Teamwork. Oh, it fits there nicely, doesn't it? Maybe the Massey Ferguson trailer is the way to go. Start with the up and down. Oh, watch out for this, it's dangerous, look. Who is this? My days, this is half full already. Where's this getting delivered to then? Ah, that's alright, flat ground. Straight down. We should be okay doing that. I don't know where they're going to be starting from. I don't know who's doing what, if I'm honest here. You're just doubling over that tiny amount. You're potentially gonna I might have some tidying up to do on this. Well, it's getting dark, so I'll keep going until I can't see any more, and the next time I see you, which will be in quick as a flash, it'll be the morning in daylight. See you shortly for you. And it's early in the morning. We finished finished about 1 o'clock, maybe half 1 in the morning, of getting all the sorghum off that first field. So now we go to drop this all off. One of the harvesters is already working up at the second field, and then the small mass is already up there. I've changed monitor midway through this episode. I'm testing out a ultra wide, and it's I can't tell if it's going to take some getting used to, or if it's just too stretched out. It's quite good, I quite like it, but there is a bit more immersiveness in it, because you do almost have to move your head to see where where things are. The question here is this going to be enough to finish this contract? It won't be, will it? Because there's another 21,000 litres near the trailer, so... not convinced. I'm going to have to do a double drop, and then the question then is, does one use the other? I suppose we're going past maybe. There we go. What's that going to drop us on? Time for a swig of tea. Oh dear. 12% left. So I'm going to have to bring the other trailer down to finish the contract, which is fine. Not a problem. Good early start here. We had a bit of rain during the night, or early hours of the morning, but it's been quite breezy, so the crop, when I went up and tested it, the crop was decent. It was dry enough to continue. I better fill this up with a bit of fuel as well. Are we going to get all 3 contracts done today? A triple harvest. Could actually stick that trailer on the back of here maybe, or could we not? Oh, we've got 43 litres now, I'll have to buy more. We'll just have to stick what we've got. We'll have to order some more in there, won't we? Get them to come out and put some more in. Wow, sun's coming out now. We're on a beautiful day. I hope. It took them long. definitely. Oh, the hill. This is a great venue. This would have made a nice spot to build a farm, wouldn't it? With that view out there. Lovely. I hope it's still recording 4K. The PlayStation won't go out above 1080p, which is interesting. With 8K HDMI on it, going into a quad screen, I would have expected a bit better, if I'm honest. Oh, I need to bring the mowings done. To get that back. That's going to be a challenge actually. I've got a feeling it's nearly out of fuel. So I definitely need to order more fuel. Ooh, let's set somebody off on that. This will be, don't work the headlands, start with up and down, yeah. Where to begin? Let's just chuck them in there for now. Who's on it? The sound of this monitor is awful. I'm at volume level 1. It's 0 or that. Right, we best follow around to see where matey boy is. He's on the headlands to start. He, she, don't know who it is. Just give him the instruction. Get down here and crack on in the morning. Once it's past its moisture test. Not overly sure I'm going to be able to get all 3 done in one episode. I'll give it my best shot. Okay. Where are they then? If I've just started at the bottom corner and they're all the way round. That'd be embarrassing, isn't it? Ah, there they are. A little bit missed there, but I won't hold that against them. All right, good stuff. Right, I'll go and see if I can get that other trailer dropped, and I'll come back to you. So for some reason I keep telling this one to come over and do this section. It's just not having it. So these two are going to end up meeting somewhere around here. That's quite a big area to do. I guess I'll have to deal with that when I get to it, potentially. Yeah, let's be that side. Potentially it's, I was thinking of switching one onto another field, but that's going to limit me to, it's quite a distance to drive. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna have to do with that. Anyway, see you shortly. We're 39% done. Okay. So it can be about 90%. I'm hoping. We're getting there though. We're getting there. This is still the second field. Still got third field to do. I have 84% transported. I've even stopped for lunch, so this is probably going to go on till the night, because we've still got a field to do after this. Wowzers, not 90%, 84%. I'm just going across, because I'm just going to run out of time. 2 o'clock nearly. Still got a field to go. I might have bitten off too much work here. It's quite possible. What I might be best doing is now a good point to move a tractor, a harvester over to another field and get cracking on with that. That then means that I can't potentially do any drops. It's probably not a good point to do this. Have I put anything in? Could have done with filling this trailer up because it's bigger. I've got a feeling I've already put grain in the other trailer. It's working pretty well though. It's quite efficient, I have to say, with 2 harvesters, 2 trailers. I'm not knocking that. It's the distances driving between means I'm having to flick backwards and forwards, and unfortunately the AI is not very good at dropping off, which is a shame. Someone's fault. I wonder if I should just go in and try and fill up. So let's just stop and have a look at the other one. I like to get fuel as well. Yeah, this so it got some in. Rightio. I mean, it's not the biggest strip that needs taking. So potentially we could move. We might be able to actually. I reckon if we. Should we? This is going to fill up really quickly though, isn't it? No, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go on to the other one. worker off here. Oh, we still got these to collect. 25, 41 coming in off this one, 31 on that. Wowzers. Job's a good one. What was the other one? Oat. And that is not far from us. Better go and collect that, because that one not moving anywhere is just dead time, isn't it? Massey Ferguson squad over here. The sound coming out of this monitor is terrible. I think it might be getting sent back. I'm actually looking at just sticking a TV in, if I'm honest. Torn monitor or TVs nowadays have got a bit more. It's not got the screen rate maybe, but they do seem to have more useful features. Come on, get out of his way. There we go. Right, switch back. Not that one. Might have a bit of a problem with fuel on this as well. I did manage to get the mowing equipment back, although we were waiting for the fuel to get delivered. However, the fuel was delivered, so I was able to fill up Deutz well. This is going to have enough to do that next contract. I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? You know what? We're very close. I can just come. I'll drive back over to get that when we've finished. Let's just get in and get cracking. Which field is it? 17. Thinking it's this one. Hoping it's this one. Probably best to check, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. That's neat. No. You know what? I don't think we've ever done any work on this field. Starting the headlands, yeah. They're nearly full, so we'll move. Should I leave this one over here? No. No, we'll commit it. We're splitting the jobs. Right, I better go because this is really going to be a struggle to get this in time. Oh dear, oh dear. We've had a bit of a issue there. That's not going to work now because the contract's finished. God damn it. He's going to start doing that and it's not going to pick anything up. So this is all ours. Yeah. Alright, well. No. Actually, yes. Deliver this to... Where's our silo? Go here. Let's see how they get on. That's a lot of lost sorghum for us. Still. We shall continue on. With the oat. To be fair, we've actually got about 25,000 litres of sorghum, so that's brilliant to keep the pigs and the chickens going for a bit. Well, the pigs will need more stuff, but now interestingly, this work has done the headland, then done a line up the left, and has now started to work their way down that bit, which I have to say is actually quite intelligent. I quite like that. So we'll get this one hopefully working down there. Bit of teamwork on the go there. They're going to have a problem there because there's a gate. I can tell you that right now. I know where they're going, and it makes sense to me as well, but it won't work because there's a gate shut. This is on the up and downs. Yeah, no headland, stop the up and down. That's what we want. Off you go. I'll head over and open the gate for them. See you in a bit. Thought I'd pop in at this point as we're 4:30, 20 to 5. This field's got a lovely view of our cattle farm right at the back of our meadow hill. Pig Hill. Lovely stuff. Essentially, I'm running out of time because for some reason my stopwatch on my phone is not telling me the time. It reverts back to a fixed position. And we're going to run out of time. So I'm going to crack on with this field and then come back to here. It will probably be dark, although we're at 22% and I haven't had to go and drop anything off yet. But then the oat, you don't get as much off oat as you do sorghum. So around there, let's have a little scenic drive along the valley. Beautiful. And they've both taken those corner bits out and left a rather large rectangle or square edge to work on, I think. A bit of a hill here as well, which makes it pretty difficult to get up, but we are getting there. But yeah, everything's going pretty well, to be fair, which it depends when the light goes down as to whether we'll be wrapping it up. On the last of the contracts in the night time or not, but I shall come back to you for the finish up. Quick evening check-in. I think these guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. This is going to look quite that might be the thumbnail. But yeah, I think they're actually gonna nail this up. I've got our Bailey trailer, that's what it is. The other trailer is completely full down at the yard, ready to tip. And this, I think, will get filled, so anything left in the massey I suppose we can take back, and we should have a little bit of grain left over, but oat, that's what this is, oat. We should have a bit of oat left over, so you know, decent jump into that class quick. Where is it? Way. Rightio, that's lovely. How's about that? You tip into that. You've finished. That's your job done. Just gotta hope that won't fill. Otherwise, I'm stuck with a bit of oat. Oh yes, go on, yes! Success! How much room's on there? I mean, oh, come on. Couldn't have worked it better. Well, still 71 litres to take back to the yard. I'm not too bothered about. That's full. Let's just finish up by tipping. See where we get. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop us a like. If not, don't. If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'm very aware that I'm likely to be getting towards the hour mark without a lot of editing, so let's just see if we can if we wrap this up, then we've got a whole trailer load of oats. Although I'm not sure what we can do with oat. Can we feed it to the pigs? I hope we can. But this will give us a little idea as to what's left. And I'm quite happy with that episode. It's worked very well between 2 tractors and 2 trailers. Oh, I think we're going to have to bring the other trailer down. But that's fine. I'll get all of that done in the evening. It's nearly 9 o'clock. Nearly beer o'clock. Oh, look at that. A little bit left over. But that's not a problem. I won't be too worried about that. Let me swing this over here. I'll go over and pick that up. We'll be left, I think we're still going to be left with about 15 or so thousand litres, so that's not to be sniffed at. But until next time, when we'll be moving in September, and it should be time to harvest our linseed, I hope, at that point. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye for now.